Hi Premier Ford, my name's Abe Outsorn and I wanted to do something special for you for Christmas because we're going through obviously the most difficult time of our lives in the province and you're the one in charge. So I wanted to make sure that you weren't missed in this Christmas season. So I put together 3 special gifts that made me think of you. So the first one here, it's a little bit big, is a space heater. The reason why I thought of that is because it blows a lot of hot air. That reminded me of you and the way that you throughout have said you will do absolutely anything that you have to. Nothing's off the table. You love our seniors. And yet, in spite of all that, I heard that you've shut down Parliament 2 weeks early as we go into the holiday, leaving $12 billion of COVID relief funding unspent. So if you would do anything, why not? Use that money to do the really, really obvious things. Things like making it so that anyone can get walk-in asymptomatic testing. Doing systematic asymptomatic testing in schools. Doing things like legislation to give us back the guaranteed paid sick leave so people aren't feeling well, they don't go into work. If you really are true to your word and you're going to do whatever it takes, why aren't you spending that money to help us out? Put in more contact tracers to public health. Have more teachers so they can teach online so our students don't have to go to school. But instead, it's just all been a lot of scolding people of Ontario instead of you taking action. The second gift that I've got for you is the book Poisonwood Bible by Barbara Kingsolver. This book is about a dad who's so stubborn and so convinced of his own leadership that he ends up taking down basically his whole family. Again, this made me think of you and the idea that you've created this color scheme that was absolutely flawed and doomed to fail from the outset. And everyone who knew anything about epidemiology, about public health, about health in general, told you that and pointed that out right from the beginning. Yet you stuck with this plan where the steps between stages were so minimal that all that was inevitably going to happen was we were going to progress from one stage to the next stage to the next stage to a lockdown because each stage didn't do much different than the one before. And then the lockdown stage isn't even a full lockdown. This gray, and now there's like talk about a dark gray or a black or some other level of lockdown. But you created this and you just watched it unroll in this doomed inevitability. And so the third gift that I got for you, which is similar to that, is this book on how to care for your jellyfish. And I thought this was appropriate because jellyfish are spineless. So when the thing that happened that was inevitable, which was we dragged through months and months of increasing levels of restrictions towards a lockdown, you didn't change course. You didn't listen to your health leaders. You didn't listen to the people of Ontario. You didn't listen to businesses who said they would rather have a short, sharp lockdown and be back to full business by Christmas than to keep dragging on with less and less customers, less and less business to this really long lockdown. And now here we are pondering a lockdown and your response is, well, I'm going to think about it some more. I'm going to talk to some more people. I may announce something on Monday. That thing I announced might be a lockdown at some future date. If it really is a lockdown for the 26th, and it's for 16 days as has been proposed, all that's going to happen is people will get together for Christmas. Those Christmas cases will be exploding just at the time that your new lockdown, dark gray or whatever it is, ends. This isn't leadership. I mean, it's too late now, but what we really should have done was a short, hard lockdown in October. This is what the COVID zero experts told you. And then we'd be all in green right now in Christmas, and we'd be enjoying our time together. And yes, of course, the second wave would still come. It would come in probably January. And we might have to do another short, sharp 2-3 week lockdown to get it back under control. But that would be better than the people of Ontario dying along the way with this ill-fated scheme. That'd be better than us not having Christmas with our families. That would be better than businesses suffering through months and months of decreased sales rather than 3 weeks off and wide open once again. So, Merry Christmas, Premier Ford. From my family to yours, well, maybe not my nan and granddad because they live in long-term care, but from the rest of my family to yours, have a very happy holiday.